Like, yeah. You didn't build a super roster for Surge. It's just a very
different
thing. It's been. I hope you're right though. I hope listen, when it comes down to champs, they shock us all and win it. That's all that matters. That'd be an awesome story if they were able to do it. But
what's happening, bro?
Maybe when they are just at their absolute best.
What's goody, bro?
The fact
is, my joint was just tweaking on me though.
Good, because they already have FaZe in the blender.
That's one thing we were questioning.
No, we were questioning FaZe.
I'm late. Ooh, Surge off to a great start.
So good, yeah.
On Vault.
Surge.
I think the first couple times they matched up, like this is the one map FaZe was taking off of.
Surge off to a great start on Vault.
They've had a bunch of crazy series here on Vault just because they played it in a lot of their series. Surge has had the
just going back to P.
So far, do in this
P3.
Keeping Neptune over towards Art. He's going to have a one-on-one probably with Cell, as they'll be the two players trying to fight for spawns on the other side of the map. Neptune's got the advantage close range. The stun is going to hit though.
What the heck?
Beautifully played there from Cell. Stun forever. Good use of the utility.
Oh yeah, y'all can make a comeback roast early. It's still first set of rotations, and y'all just won spawns for P4.
Just couldn't get the momentum.
So right now,
that was a big one-on-one.
They want to eat up all the scrap time that they can.
That side of the map.
If they could get like another 20 out of this, that'd be great, because then they could get a full 60 out of P4. And then they could try to chain P4 into P1, so on and so forth. This could turn the tires easy.
Yeah, I mean their hard point is just listen. It'll be one of those things. It's like the eighth wonder of the world. When you just how good they can be at Surge, how good they can be at Control. There's no logical explanation for these four players.
As long as,
as bad as they are,
who's that? Who's 5? As long as draws don't die.
It happens, and they've got to put the work in. And to their credit, listen, you've already won 2 events this year. A multi-event year for any organization, job done. Like if you go win multiple, they're not viewing it that way, but like I'm just saying, like history-wise, like you already won 2. But like the good thing for them also, like you looked like they were bad at the start of the year, right? Yeah, they got a little reminder. They improved rapidly. It could be a similar thing that happens here.
Hit it in a P4.
Shock, like, hey,
it's all about this first wave.
Yeah, there's
gonna be a bang out.
It's probably this or the next one. It's not the final one.
Well, I'd say this one versus Major 4 based on how history has gone. Yeah, with
Surge falling.
Winning, the last 2 events.
2 left in
Hill. It's a
Hill.
little different this year with the gap between, right?
Gets 1.
Yeah,
does he get the trade?
Like a 3-week break.
4 gets the trade.
That'll be like the first time we've really had that. We'll see how that plays out here in a couple of months.
Well, it's like 4, right? Verse 2.
They look like Surge won the first. Won the first.
Basically in time.
Oh, they got scrap time. Okay.
We'll see.
Damn. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, y'all needed that full 60.
Isn't that a bit of an advantage?
Yes, Sirski. Yes, Sirski.
Already like a minute and a half off the clock. We'll see if this is one that goes to time. Sometimes these 2 teams battle out here. It gets darn close.
Nah, this should be a 250.
Spawns in control of the P1 will be FaZe. Now, what can they do with it? Well, they'll do everything with it. That'll be all 4 down for Surge. They pick up the split.
P2 is right here, right? If I'm not tripping, P2 should be like this side should be pulled.
Both ways. Some tags into that number 1 and 04. They'll shut that down, but the flip is out. Well, you probably wish that plays a little bit.
They need to try to get another 20 off this, bro. 15 at least.
I think it could have even been worse if Draws doesn't pick up maybe that pinch, right? You need a freebie from 04 where you're really screwed, but he's able to pick that up.
Excuse me.
Finds it, but yeah, you would love this spawn. So, well, actually, now
we got knifed.
So they do end up with the P2 side of the map. A nice knife.
Is anybody absolutely frying?
But this is
12 and 9, 10 and 9.
That's just one of those central hard
pretty like even standoff so far.
Like if that's not
okay, so FaZe 1 rotations.
3 dead, then maybe spawns are a little more predictable. With a 4 dead, who the hell knows? Oh well, just
5 just spawned way out though. 5 spawned in the back. Why did 5 spawn in the back?
FaZe now do at the P2.
Do they know?
Surge looking to break. We got a 3-on-3 near the point. Draza in from behind.
Nope.
Hitting shots. That'll be crispy. Now the race towards the point. Back spawns in for FaZe. Chance to maybe take the lead here, but you don't have much of an opening right now. Surge, you're already fighting in your front door.
Yeah, Draws got.
Yeah, they got to win this first hill bang out.
So that's set up a free 2 for him.
What do you think about going
pressure
full
through the
big
front?
now?
You still do. Off spawn, draws right back into it. He's
I'm with that. I've been thinking about mixing it up too.
Just a week ago.
Cause my thing is just like, bro, I like.
So he's trying to step it up here.
I'm gonna have to get over complaining.
Well,
and just play.
Like he be the benefactor. The reason why
like I'm gonna have to get over nobody responding to me and just play, bro. But we gonna need a 3rd for rank, bro.
That would have been something insane. I almost wanted to happen. Just
or if you already got a squad, yeah.
I can't imagine as a player hearing that while you're trying to go big, but
yeah, bro. If you don't got a squad, I definitely want to be in that for Warzone.
Minor advantage for Surge. Final 10 to FaZe. And now Surge gonna have everything on the left side shut down. Cell's not gonna really have too much of a chance for a timing here, or is he? Okay, I was gonna say no way, especially as he gets stunned. So he won't.
Yeah, I've been thinking about switching up. I've been thinking about switching up when I get bored with Warzone. I might just do multi-rank.
Should have been more time earned. Instead, Surge just continue to show how good they are at hard point. The fundamentals on point. They find that break. They split the time.
Transactive was playing rank with a different squad yesterday. They didn't respond to me though.
Just like being able to break, flip those spawns,
Brody
get the
didn't
setup that they want for the upjumpy hills.
12 and 16
the breaking of old has just been gone. They rely so much on rotation.
It's a close game.
Go ahead, dude. Play this like old school Black Ops 2. Just rotate 40 seconds early. Like rotate as early as you need to. Just make sure you've got a chance to at least win it on rotation. But some good time here. P3 now down, what, 4, battling for a lead change. FaZe trying to bring it back. Let's go to the comps from FaZe.
Let's go. I'm right the mid. Alright, listen, there's no one's left. Alright, nothing yet. I guarantee you one, alright? I'm gonna be nasty. Top cut over Rain. I don't know. Yo, I got across. One more in R. Yeah, go for it. I saw this one. Low R. What's for Hill? No, he's out line. Line or deep right? He's out of right. One's there. He's your front right hill. He's pushing out cat, I think. I'm gonna wrap this guy right. You guys kill that front.
He's pissed.
Next control point. I can challenge control point. Next control point, I'm stunning him. Nice, I'm back. Give him mid. I'll see 04. One shot time too. They're all one shot. One's line and one's a time one shot. Maybe we spawn now, right? On time. How many cat? Push up elbow. Push up elbow. I'll see cat. Yes. I'll see elbow. Dead.
Yeah, these comms is flat. You can never understand Cell though. This thing got header.
I'm blocking line. I'm blocking line. Truck weak. Pop up. Close. One shot close. Absolute close. Absolute in the door close. Open. Shut up. 22.
FaZe breaking, still struggling there on the P4. It was Surge though that were locked
They
down.
FaZe just can't hold right now. Oh.
Close. The one, yeah, he's new. Definitely new. Or back to you. Yeah, he's a new. He new? He should be in the back. In the back of easy. I trust you. These guys. I've already fought you. I went poor, okay? I've already fought you. I don't see no. Come back. In the back, Sim. One shot. Oh, turn. Watch your back door. One back. Kill him. 2-4. Oh, on the back. Two last shots. I'm gonna okay? One shot. You're gonna have 2 untangers. Each one shot. Guys, that's one time, okay? One time. Other pumps, I'm gonna kill the guy on the pump. One on time. One shot, okay? I will 2 first, good. Nice, that's 2. Throw a nade on there. Left corner. Yo, outer pumps. I need that. Close pull. Jump. Gas that. Nice, Shut is on time now. Nice, that's the big thing again. I'm going you guys. I'm leaving this shit. I'm going you. I'm gonna get the fast. Okay? Catch out. I jumped up mid. 2 out.
Bro, the crib would be nasty. I can actually try that out too. Try it out for a little video.
Still about 20 points between them. Similar when we went to the first listen in with FaZe. Surge, a couple chances to maybe run away with this one, but the fact is they've held on to a lead throughout. Now we get to the start of this P3, and well, FaZe's inability to break, you gotta imagine they're gonna somehow have to win this on P4.
Yeah, so you see Neptune, he's actually gonna spawn out, so maybe is now your chance. We'll see where the FaZe players
hey, that was a
not gonna happen. Abuza stays
break
alive, and I'll tell you what, Abuza loves this matchup. He just did it in winners round 1 at Miami. Fried FaZe, doing it again here in map 1, and this is the problem. Right when we got to the listen, this is what we talked about. Can they finally break through a P3 and a P4 and break the spawns of Surge? It's difficult to do, but our best teams can do it, and right now, FaZe just cannot find an opening.
Yeah, and they're so focused on the break, they're so focused on pushing forward, then Neptune takes her out, and suddenly all that focus forward, you're getting shot in the back, and he's lighting you up. 4 straight for Neptune. And it's probably plays like that, where they're like maybe good at fighting the front, but like not reading the timing, maybe on a pinch, things fall apart.
And they got P4 spawns again. The game could end here.
Tough to do. It's not easy at all. I mean, they kind of know it, right? You're fighting top art. You're fighting.
It's probably gonna be like one clean wave at this.
Also over 200 points,
and then this might be a GG.
That creates the opening for Neptune, and yeah, it's just sort of again.
Yeah, I mean, FaZe got to hit this and hit this now.
Here. You're looking at maybe a BZ to find a timing. You see number 6. He's gonna deal with one.
Yeah, I think it's a GG.
2 of his teammates die right after that. He's gonna get stunned up by Neptune.
Yeah.
Surge playing so well on Vault Hardpoint, and they stick with it.
Why did FaZe play them?
Well, P3-2, the P4 is absolutely perfect. FaZe are not going to touch it. It's a 250 to 190 win. Sheesh. Surge continue to dominate this matchup in the hard point. And like, listen, I think Surge have liked this matchup. They have been the better team in this matchup. The one thing you can hold over them really for FaZe is, well, you won the final. Yeah, you won the final, right? You beat them when it mattered, but now you look back to last major, they lose round 1. You can't just say, oh, we're handling them on land, because that wasn't the case the most recent event.
I mean, that winners final major, they probably should have lost.
Yeah, probably should have lost. Dude, all I think are listens, though, I don't know what it's called, like a transcription app or whatever you call it. Like, I want to listen to like a team's comms, right? And like, it prints out or spits out like what the actual comms were, and people are so fast and frantic, like, what does it actually think they're saying? Because you'd watch like Ultra, and it'd probably be perfect, right? You get their full conversation down. Cell would just be what was he? Dirt? What are you saying half the time? I have no idea.
Well, he's got his own language.
He does.
The FaZe boys know it, though. They've been playing with him for a long time. So.
Dude, it's still, I'll never get used to it. It's just the weirdest thing to me. But taking a look through the stats before we get ready to hop into the map, too. You talked about a Booza having a highlight one. He sure did. 36 and 21, 4,500 damage.
Almost 2 minutes in the hill.
Yeah, no, he has been terrific as of late. It's been so awesome to see. And, like, as much as I said, I still think I believe what I said. When FaZe are at their absolute best and like Thieves at their absolute best, like there is a skill gap there. There is, even though we have a minor one in Call of Duty, there still is a gap I think between them when they're at their best. But like, Booza is probably right there with him when he's really playing well. Like Booza is a demon.
No, he is. But here's just how it was. This is a very close game, and I mean, FaZe, they did a pretty good job towards the end. Again, you see sort of that biggest jump at that second P4, where it's tied 122. You go up to 175.
Right. Since I was a little late, I'm about to hit
their way through P1, P2. Again,
I'll be back. I don't know how many matches it is today.
Hey, they're gonna have to break the P3, P4.
Bro, let me know if my stream is lagging or the stream messes up. I've been having streaming issues on OBS. Bro.
A lot of Surge, and
my OBS just crashes randomly.
We're pretty quickly. Like their hardpoint is very good. Like what do you think kind of separates them from some other teams? Because
it's saying that
it's not necessarily always just they're like massively outslaying, which they do sometimes.
Yeah, bro. So my bit rate is at 2,000.
Their philosophy for what they want to do is working well.
I think there's probably 2 things that stand out to me with Surge. Yeah, probably 2. One is their breakability at the right time. We touched on it a lot at the major. It's like 5 to 10 seconds.
Like my bit rate set in OBS
like
is 10.
P1. Like they know when to hit the go button. And secondly, it's just sort of it feels like their rotation.
Usually when that happens, I just let it go.
When they have the map, they don't allow anything crazy to happen. Sort of, I don't know, risk management in those moments.
Okay, no, I like that. It has been real impressive. We got the listen in at the major. It was so good, like the 3-2-1 push. Wait, was that them or Ultra? That was them, right?
That was Ultra.
That was Ultra. Okay. We were talking about their timings. I thought of that. That was Ultra. Well, also really good comps, playing some really good hard points. So
also, this might just have to be a map you might have to veto versus them, because maybe outside of I don't know if anyone. They're now 13 and 6, and I remember there was a time when they were like 50-50. So like their vault record, especially the last couple of stages since adding Neptune, has been just insane. It's just going up. Like this is their best hardpoint.
No, it's funny because when you go back to really what I call this like the start of the Surge run. I mean, it was after what, Major 1. It was that first online matchup versus FaZe. So they beat them, and FaZe beat the map 1 on the vault. But since then, not
even like that minor final.
They had to ban it Major 2, right? FaZe did.
Yeah, I think FaZe might have to start looking at Skyline a bit as a hardpoint map. Like, I think you just have to. Like they continue to veto.
Well, you also lose Proto, which I know it got banned a lot, but they were like 10 and 2 in that. You have to look at everything.
Yeah, I think like that's where they picked Rewind. That's where we're doing map 4. But they vetoed Skyline, and at some point, I think you're just gonna have to think maybe this is a map we're gonna start playing versus a team like Surge.
Yeah, because I almost think like. I'm trying to think how to word this. Like Skyline for me at the beginning was just like Bokosh. It was so chaotic, and the spawns were so wonky. But like now, further in the year, it's almost like slowed down for me when I'm watching it. Like teams control the map a whole lot better, and that happens with time. Like teams control, yeah, it's still fast. Don't get me wrong, but like teams control it a whole lot better. Like I almost feel like Vault's more chaotic now to me
at times
than Skyline.
Yeah, I think if it's a good Skyline team, they know what they're doing. There's still some messy Skyline.
100%, but like I feel like it's just definitely different for me compared to last year. But we're going to take a look through, or early in the year, we're taking a look through some stats real quick as we get ready to pop in to the map 2 into Search and Destroy. We get ready to go. Oh, sorry. So this is the winners round 1 from the major.
And again, sort of, you know, what the Deaths are talking about, we're talking about, like, FaZe has still been around 50-50 in Hardpoint. The problem isn't that. Like, that is okay. The issue is that teams like Surge, teams like Thieves, they're going to get better at, you know, your searches and your controls. It is hard to guarantee 2 search wins every series, right? Just counter strats. You can have bad timings. It goes against you. You're losing Hostia to control. That is a major red flag for FaZe because that was their go-to control.
Well, yeah, and Surge is not been a good control team. So yeah, that was the one.
Yeah.
That was the one that was most like, whoa.
Yes.
This is a problem. But yeah, no, I just did
that again, though.
Well, we're talking about the hard point a lot, but like FaZe just haven't been good all around, really. I mean, they lose a couple of search maps they like, I know, but like they just haven't been playing well. They haven't. It can happen. You just got to hope you turn around like you did early in the year. But we're looking at S&D here, stage 3. Draws and Abuza have been leading the way for their squads. Abuza coming off a big map 1.
Yeah, and this was the big turnaround for Surge from stage 2 into stage 3. They go up to like 9-4 in S&D. That was their big focus after that major 2, where they lost multiple to FaZe in the final. Then your just priorities are sort of all over the place. Now, if you're matching up against Thieves, I think you could probably take a Search versus them. Now it's just, where do you, probably the control. That's where they lost multiple to LA Thieves, and LA Thieves, I don't know if anyone's touching them in control right now. Maybe FaZe is probably the only team.
Wherever that team formed, I thought they had the highest peak from a player standpoint. Now we're starting to see them reach it. No, they're disgusting. Everyone might be watching them the rest of the year. Just make runs. We'll see. And Call of Duty can change really quickly, but it feels like they are on another level. Looks like we're maybe waiting for Nasty to get his butt back in a
Rio juice
before we get started here. I miss Rio, dude. What a map.
What a map.
That was a good one. I would kill to just have like a Rio in this game. Like one more map like that.
Maybe what we should do is have a competitive map pool that we take from title to title.
That'd be great. How many times do we have that conversation with
Let's do it again. No, but here's the standings. Obviously, the big talk's about that number 8 spot, right? Rocker, Cloud9 making some changes, trying to trace number 8.
Yeah, bro, I updated my OBS yesterday.
Them and Miami pretty safe.
OBS said it had an update.
I don't even know how they would go. Horribly wrong, but
yeah,
don't think that's happening. So it's really just coming down to 1.
I might have to stop it and start it again.
Just be thankful you've got that 30-point gap, and the fact that you have a
soft
schedule in the sense that you don't play like a FaZe. Well, FaZe aren't playing great, but like you don't play Thieves, you don't play FaZe.
It's just my bit rate.
I think I looked at it like
I'm gonna stop it and adjust my bit rate and then start it again.
No, they're almost exactly the same.